Thinking of quitting? Perhaps you're just not going to make it. Well, here are some key signs that you're just about to make it in photography. And I only knew this, obviously, with the benefit of hindsight. I've thought about quitting numerous times, and every time I've nearly quit photography, just round the corner, my next big break just happened to appear. Of course, I cannot guarantee this will happen for you, but I think these are pretty good, solid signs. So let's start with the first. Now, the first one is a common one that people come to me with, and it's, I'm getting loads of inquiries for the sorts of jobs I want to do, but I'm just not winning any. Now, this is a really good sign that you're about to make it. Not just getting inquiries like, oh, can you come and shoot this down the church? We've got a party that needs photographing. We need some product shots. No, I'm talking about you want to be an adventure photographer, and like Sorrel, I cannot think of another brand name for the life of me, come contact you, go, like, we've got these campaigns coming up, but you're just not quite landing them. You're almost there. You're just waiting for that one lucky break. A lot of the time, clients want to go with someone they've used before or someone they've seen to be working a lot. So you're close. Just hang in there. It will happen. You're getting really close to that point. It might be a case that you need to work on your pitching skills, your pricing skills, whatever it may be. That could be the issue. The estimates you're pulling together might just not quite be right. You might be giving off vibes that you're not able to manage the production. So maybe pull in an agent or a producer. Speaking of agents, the next one is agents are starting to respond to you to tell you they're not interested. Sounds ridiculous, but most photo agents will not respond to you because why should they? They get thousands of emails a week from photographers wanting to get representation. If they're starting to go, oh yeah, he's pretty good, or she's looking like she's about to make it big, we can't take them on now, but let's keep them on side, and they send you a nice rejection letter, that means they think you're worth the time to respond to. And that's a damn good sign. And I can speak from my own experience when trying to get my first agent. The week that I started getting lots of rejection emails was the week I got signed. Up until that point, I never even had a response. Okay, now this one's going to divide the room, so know how you all feel about it, but people are starting to seek you out on social media. So say you've got an Instagram account, and I'm not talking about you're starting to go viral and get loads of followers. That's pointless in our career. What I'm talking about is key individuals, creative directors, art buyers, or whatever your key clientele is, are starting to find you. They're searching for you and following you because they are interested. That is the holy grail. I do not want 50,000 subscribers or followers, whatever they're called on Instagram. I want the 10 people who are going to book me next year to follow me. That is all that matters to me. Anything else, great vanity metrics for sure. Like I like them when I go into Instagram because, oh, look, I've got 20,000 followers. I hope I've got that many. I'm not sure actually, but I like that. It makes you feel a bit more, well, yeah, you know, people like my work, but really, there's loads of photographers following me. It's not that useful, but there are some key people on there who do follow me, and I see them liking my posts, and I just go, yes, that is my marketing. Those few little people following and liking my work, that is what matters. Now, the next one is something I didn't really realize until it started happening, as with most of these things, but people start recognizing your work. I remember the first time someone sent me a picture of an ad campaign and went, did you shoot this? And annoyingly, I hadn't, otherwise this story would be much better, but they recognized my style of work so much that when someone did something similar, they thought it was mine. That is a great sign. When people see your work and go, I instantly knew you'd taken that, that is a good sign, because that means your brand identity is so strong as an artist that people know it's you without even being told, which also means when somebody wants to book somebody to shoot something in that specific style, they know you're the person to come to. And that is the biggest. I do a marketing 101 workshop, which goes for all this stuff, but 99% of that is this. The extra 1% is what we go through, and that's the motions we do and all the different marketing tactics we use. But without this bit in here fundamentally, and I'd probably recommend people do the how to create a commercially viable portfolio first, because that is it. Once you've got that, you're good to go. One of these weird things is, I haven't talked about the overnight success and, you know, oh, I've worked for years for this, but on the flip side of that, and this is what I've personally found to be true, is that people think you're successful before you are. Once people think you've hit the big time, you're just about to. I remember sitting there, maxed out overdraft, bank loan, credit cards, crying into my beer at night, and people thinking I'd made it. And I was like, I feel like such a fraud. But I'd been working so hard and putting out so much work and all the rest of it, and really just grinding away. And my work had made it. It's just the clients hadn't caught up yet. And as soon as they did, I was like, they'd seen the professionalism in my work. They'd seen the quality of work I was producing. They just didn't realize I was getting no money coming in. But it follows quickly after. Photography is, at the end of the day, all about your work. No matter what anyone else says and any doomsayers about, it's about who you know and connections. And yeah, a little bit for sure. But if your work sucks, your business fails. Now, the last one. And this is something which I don't know whether it creates the success or whether it happens as you get successful. I don't know. But as soon as you treat this as a job, you're in. I remember thinking, yeah, I'm going to start 9 to 5 and get Monday to Friday. If all these other artists are in the cafe till midday and in the bar at lunchtime, I'm Monday, Friday, 9 to 5. I will outwork them. They might be more talented than me. They might be more creative than me, whatever it could be. I'm going to outwork them. You can always outwork people. Get those office hours. Make sure you're being really, really critical on what you're doing with your time. You're marketing well. You're producing great work. Make sure everything's planned out. Treat it like a job because it is one and it will become one. Let me know your advice down below, what you think are like telltale signs that you're about to make it for those of you who have already made it. And if you're struggling, let me know what you're struggling with and I'll try and help with that in future videos or responding to your comment. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.